What do we do this year? This year, since we started YouTubing, we've added a few things. One of the first projects we done to put on YouTube was build this box here for flowers. I said we can do that. Come up here, there's another little thing we made. A little welcome sign, which my wife don't like the color, so I'm sure I'll have to repaint that. It's only been, let's see, we started about 6 months ago, and y'all have been so good to us by subscribing, and we thank you so much for that. Still got the dogs. This year I added onto my garden, I made this bed. I grew some beans and some peas and I don't remember what else. I actually have some carrots planted. They're not up too good yet. I mean, they're starting on this line. Just excuse me, that didn't weed eat yet. In here I got some purple top turnips. All this green is just peas that have come up. I just hadn't weed eated them down. I was told it was good to fix nitrogen into your soil. So I'm just going to leave them for a while. I'll come back with a weed eater and cut them down. This line right here, I actually planted spinach in it earlier. And I did not get any germination. I got to reading up on it. I think it has to be, ground has to be a little bit cooler. So I'm going to wait. We get a cold front Wednesday, tomorrow. And I'm going to wait till after that and then plant some, see if they'll germinate then. Now don't judge me. The dog stepped on that when we planted it and stepped on that. We do not have the demon dog anymore. He has gone on to better things. But right here was nothing. It was just dirt or grass or whatever. Had to mow it all the time. Dogs had dug holes and everything else. So me and Blinda decided we're gonna put us a flower bed in there, but we're gonna do it a little at a time. Flowers are expensive, but I'm trying to learn how to propagate them. And eventually, we're gonna have all this full. Right now, it's just got a few mums in it. Got us some of these, I don't know what you call them, juniper trees or something like that. I want perennials. Around here was nothing. It went all the way up to the house. We dug it out, dug up all the roots out of it from that sycamore. And again, don't judge me. It's kind of ugly right now, but we're gonna get there. A little here, a little there. I do have one hosta that I didn't kill. Actually, a couple of them, but I over-fertilized them. And these marigolds, these were some marigolds I had in the garden. I just moved out here. Of course, the dogs dug them up. But like I said, the little dog ain't with us no more, so he will do no more digging up. And made a couple little decorations there. I think I'm gonna put some stakes on them and put them out here by my lantana bed. My lantana's coming back. They flowered early on, and then they just kind of petered out, and I cut them all the way back. They come back and made pretty again. Some of y'all may remember digging this bed. We had the crepe myrtles. We cut them back. I don't know how to grow them or nothing, so I got to do a lot of research on them. But anyway, I disc up all that. Tried to get most of the grass. They coming back, but I'm gonna have to come back around it again. Planted some roses and some whatever those are, periwinkles, I think. My marigold's about gone. But trying to mainly do it for the roses. I got a couple of small roses planted. You probably can't see it. that I'd got from cuttings. I don't know if they'll make it or not. We'll see. Let's see if you can see that. Maybe you can. And I really like the roses. So, but we put the periwinkles. They'll come back, I think, every year. We put the marigolds in there just to give it a little extra color while the roses were getting established. This year as well, we planted, well, we had 3 lemon trees and one of them died. And I had that gardenia up by the house, and I just moved it out here because we wanted to put the junipers up by the house where the gardenia was. That's a lime tree. I don't know nothing about growing all this kind of stuff, but it's fun to play. This year as well, I dug up, I had my herb garden right there. That's my rosemary, sage. I got some mint in there too. I got some thyme, I think, in there as well. Some strawberries. We put the strawberries in this year. First time ever growing them. I'm going to transplant them to this spot. I disced it up some time back. You might remember the demon dog video. Anyway, I covered it with this tarp. I'm about to move this tarp, get it out the way. I'm sure the grass is dead by now up under it. Anyway, over here we had like a wildflower bed, and of course they all started dying. I cut them all down. You can see some of them coming back, which is fine. They'll die off eventually, but some of the zinnias. But I come back in here and I planted some cabbages back there and some cauliflower up here. And I got, you can't really see because they kind of intermix with everything down there, but I got some carrots in there as well. I hope they'll come up. I've had the hardest time with carrots. I'm trying to build my kiddos, or my grand kiddos, back up a little bit, a swing set. And I'm in the process of doing that right now. I'm not going to video it and put it on there because that's just, I just don't want to. So there. Anyway, that's what I'm working on now. Hopefully, I got to put fix that slide. I'm going to build a little thing up under it for a little, I think we're going to put a little pea gravel instead of sand, so they can get up on there and play, and then put a railing around there on that deck. I'll put a couple of swings, or 2 or 3. And I got a little round swing we're going to get for my little West man, my little Down syndrome baby. So he can get out here and swing. He gets older and learns how to do it otherwise, I reckon. These are my blueberries. Me and my son come out here and kind of constructed a halfway pen for the dogs so they can sleep in it at night. We let them out during the day, but at night, for some reason, about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, they like to come outside my window and bark. I had enough of that, so we built them a little pen that they can stay in at night. Over here, just transplanted a blueberry bush that makes it through the winter and puts on in the spring. I will know I've been successful. This conglomeration, this year, I kind of extended this. I had potatoes in it earlier. This year I got some greens in there. I planted some lettuce. I don't know if it'll come up since we had 3 1/4 inches in about 1 1/2 hours the other day, right after I planted it. Got some garlic in there coming up. Some English peas. I don't know if they'll make or not, but I wanted to try. Never grown them. Got some more mustards. Squash plant that basically looks like it's going to produce, but it hadn't yet. I actually have got about 3 or 4. I got a couple more on my other squash plants over there. This is some Chigoin turnips or something like that. Some kind of turnips. They're white. There's some radishes. Icicle radishes or something. They're not doing too good. I may have to replant them, but that's alright. There's my blackberries. I don't know if you remember that. I took the thorny blackberry out and done away with it, and I potted those up to root them, and they rooted. I need to build a trellis to hang them on, so that's one of my projects I got going. Of course, I had to put electric fence around here, keep the knucklehead dog out. I kind of extended my garden, just made it a little bit bigger this year. So every year maybe I can extend it a little bit more. That was my little pit I used to burn my char in. I need to burn some more. I got some limbs piled up ready for that. Peppers about gone. Let me show you something over here. I don't know if you remember, I done an experiment. I planted these 3 cabbages right here using triple 13. Then over here I planted these 3 cabbages and used my biochar mix that I mixed with the manure. And these over here are probably twice as big as over there. And I don't know if that's the reason or not, but that's the only thing I did different, so I'm just assuming it is. My garden kind of looks messy. I've just been throwing stuff in here. Leftover vegetable stuff. My garden, I got sand. About all I got out here is sand. You can see that. See the sand? That the other day the storm come through and had a river. Whew, it was flowing through here. And I got a few cucumbers left. I got a potato there, or 2. My squash looks like they about have it. I'm sure when all this good cold weather comes shortly that it'll be done. I'll have to come in here and put some greens or something. I just want to keep something on it. Over here we got these from my mother-in-law. I got a pipe. It's a drain pipe. It's just like gray water. I don't know what you call it. It's not septic water. It's just like faucet water. Anyway, it comes and drains off into the woods over here. But I don't like it. I mean, you got to have it. But so I'm trying to hide it with all these banana elephant ears, whatever you call them. Anyway, also painted the house, the inside. I don't know what all we've done. This is just kind of a short recap of some of the things that we've tried to film for the last 6 months. And I hope y'all have enjoyed it. I thank you so much for being a part of us, helping us out.